Hello, today I'll be talking on memory fusion expansion and also system upgrade or update. Yeah, the system upgrade or update there is because some phones actually did not come originally with that memory fusion expansion. So you need to upgrade the software system. You need to upgrade or update the software system for you to be able to access this memory fusion we're talking about. So based on that, I'm going to share some tips on how to run that system update too. And this system update, you're going to run it through the OTA updating procedure. Yeah, that procedure is actually online procedure. You'll be prompted with an option that asks whether you use the online or local. So I recommend you use the online when trying to do this system upgrade, and the online is using data, although the local is still another means of doing this upgrade, which you use another device to copy the file and then install. You might not be able to handle that one very well, so that's why I recommend the OTA procedure. And another thing I'll be talking about today is the criteria for this memory fusion expansion, and I also drop the table of this memory expansion as we proceed, so that you will be able to know the memory space that is obtainable. Yeah, each phone size or each storage space has this size that you can really borrow or so how to do system updates. Once you want to run your system updates or upgrade, you'll be prompted with the option or question of doing it online or locally. So the local means of doing this update is by using another device, probably memory card, insert in your smartphone and copy the file and install in your own phone. Like that, it will really be upgraded and you accept the memory fusion expansion. But the simplest means, or the means that rather recommend here, is the online, which is the OTA updating procedure. So use that one. Is going to take just your data to update it, and it runs smoothly and better, so you don't get things mixed up along the way of using the local means. Then before you proceed on this system update, make sure or be sure that your smartphone is charged to 100% or at least 60%, because what you wouldn't want is along the line you're running this update, your phone goes off. It will interrupt a lot of things and it won't be good at all. So make sure your smartphone is charged, and again, make sure you're using a strong network to run this update. Use a strong network to run it. Then updating your system, you have to go to just settings button, select system, and from system you select system update, select install and resume, because from time to time it will pause and ask you if you want to resume. So keep resuming until the installation is complete, then it will open. Then you need to know that along the line you're doing this, both the system update and the memory fusion expansion access or means, your smartphone is going to reboot, so it's not an issue when you see it rebooting. So this is the final aspect of it. When you're running the system update, it will reboot your phone, and when you're doing the memory fusion expansion, your device needs to reboot again. This is one of the requirements. Okay, then for the memory expansion, for the memory fusion expansion, what is memory fusion expansion actually? Maybe I'm going to be using my own definition, and my own goes by like this. This is lending the storage hardware to broaden the memory capacity. The memory space can greatly be increased by memory fusion expansion, and the influence of the smartphone use also greatly improve. Yes, this is true. So that's actually my own definition of this memory fusion expansion. So when you can actually, from your ROM space or the internal phone space, you borrow some memory size from it to increase your RAM. So, but it's not actually every phone that can do this. There's some phones that can do this. Okay, here are some of the criteria to do this memory fusion expansion. It is only possible to expand memory when the smartphone has enough ROM space. This ROM space we are talking about is the internal phone storage, the internal default phone storage. And this means that if it's not up to the main phone storage, if it's not up to 64 gig, you will not be able to run this memory fusion or expansion. Then if you the RAM of your phone as default or originally as it came, if it's not up to 2 gig RAM, you will not be able to run this too. So your phone need to be at least up to 64. It is only 64 and 2 gigabytes and above models will have the function or capacity of this memory function expansion. So once you ready to do this memory fusion expansion, you go to your settings, go through your special function. There you see storage. From that storage, click on it and you see RAM and ROM, and you still see the space there. So click on that memory fusion to increase the space. Generally, like I said, generally there are three options to choose from. So choose your best options, and these options are actually dependent on the default storage of the phone or the default memory. So I'll drop the memory fusion table or summary so that you see the obtainable space that you have, or obtainable size of RAM that you'll be able to expand your smartphone to. So but before then, maybe I'll have to mention out in these three options that you have. We have the highest range to be 5 for now. We have 3, we have 2, we have some that came with 1.5 and 1. Of course, it depends on your phone storage, like I said. And another thing I need to talk about is, in this memory fusion expansion thing, you don't just, maybe because you see the option of 5 in your option space, you go for that 5. Just actually go for what you need at that moment. And of course, when the main phone storage, when it start running down, you have another issue with this. So your phone will not run smoothly again, and the reverse will be the case. Please do hit the subscribe button to see more updates. Thank you. Benefit of this memory fusion expansion. This gives smooth operation for models with low memory. Memory capacity increase optional, which generally there are 3 options to choose from. You have background application start up faster by 16%. With this, more entertainment and social applications will be activated to meet your needs. Thank you. Thank you for staying with me.